I'm in the call with. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, I'm fading, man. I'm fading. But the games are gonna bring me back.
The games are gonna bring you back.
I'm like,
it's gonna be
James Brown and the funk has flown out.
When you see Indiana Jones, you're gonna sit up in your chair and go, whoa!
Oh! I feel good. I hope. Please make me feel good, Microsoft. You need this. We need this.
We need it for some reason. I don't know why, but we
crap.
do.
I just realized. Steph, I'm sorry. Steph was sleeping on the couch, and I think I probably scared the shit out of her. I'm sorry.
No. Lawrence and Stephanie are going on, what is it? You said 36 hours with no sleep?
Well, let me tell. God. I'm trying to think of how far back to go on this. So our last night in Finland, we spent in a snow hotel. It's a hotel made out of snow. There's a drawback there. It is very cold. Yeah. All night. So we basically had to cocoon up inside these like sleeping bags where it's like the only thing poking out is your nose and your mouth. So I slept, I think, because I don't remember being conscious the whole night, but that was about it.
Gosh, you could have died.
Yeah.
You could have frozen to death.
Well, they have a bailout area that is like conditioned. So you won't, if you're like just too cold and are not sleeping, you can go hide in there. But Steph and I did it. We even got a certificate. But so there wasn't a lot of sleeping happening then, is what I'm saying. We went from there to the airport. We arrived at the airport at 11 p.m. Wednesday finish time. And between then and now have only gotten about 2.5 hours of sleep.
Oh my God.
So, so that's like total about 5 hours of sleep over 3.5 days. I don't know. I think that's about right.
Sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
It's great, Bruce. It was a rush. I'd do it all again.
Well, you know what's going to wake you up? Avowed from Obsidian.
Yes. I mean, it looks...
It does. I'm excited for it.
It's in the Pillars of Eternity universe. What is it called?
I don't know.
I'm going to be real loopy, so I apologize in advance.
There's a cinematic universe for Obsidian?
Yeah, Avowed takes place... They've already made a couple of games in that world.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're not being... I think they're pretty smart about not leaning into that real hard in the title. Otherwise, it'd make Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, they're like the isometric point and clicks, not quite Baldur's Gate 3, but a little Baldur's Gate 3.
Gotcha.
They're pretty text heavy, classic style.
No, I'm not. I am not a gamer like Lawrence is. No. In my chat, somebody said, "Are you even a gamer god?"
Bruce is still
I'm
a gamer. Oh, come on.
I'm a gamer, but I'm not a Pillars of Eternity cinematic universe gamer. Lawrence is.
I'm actually not. I'm not up on my. Obsidian, unfortunately. I didn't even finish Outer Worlds.
I didn't either.
Oh.
I played it and enjoyed it, but I never finished it.
Okay, it just the countdown started for me.
Did it really? Because I'm watching on YouTube and nothing started for me. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
We got to synchronize our watches.
Yeah, my clock says 48 seconds, 47, 46.
Okay.
I'm watching on YouTube. You're watching on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Can you keep counting? Where are you at?
37, 36, 35, 34, 33.
Okay. I'm exactly 1 second behind you. I don't know how to only go 1 second.
Refresh, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, no. Well, that's fine. We're good.
Okay.
It'd be cool if you could step by seconds, but the arrow keys only go 5. Those bastards got us.
Oh, I'm hitting recording.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've been recording. Hell
yeah, this whole time. Look at this. Look at the aesthetic of this intro, though. This is really interesting.
It's like early 90s, like Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, it's a little Saved by the Bellish. It's flat geometric. I like the color schemes they got going on.
It's going to be games and games and games on games on games on games.
Guess what, baby? Games.
Wow,
Look
so
at all
many
these
games.
logos.
Oh, never mind. People. Oh, that was wrong.
Oh, is that's just default YouTube? All right, never mind. I don't watch a lot of premieres on YouTube.
That's the default YouTube countdown? Oh, well.
Was that?
I never. Yeah.
I know the back of that head, I think. Was that Aaron Greenberg?
Yeah, it might have been. Okay, so we're getting 4 games from 4 different studios, it sounds like.
Yep. And somebody in chat, or I think on Twitter actually was, I'm wondering what id Software's up to, but I think they were pretty explicit about there being like no one more things or super surprise drops or surprises.
Yeah, no surprises.
Whoa, did you see that cartwheel?
See, people are having fun.
That's what
They're
gaming
having
is,
fun.
Bruce.
Making
Whimsically
games.
cartwheeling in the hallway.
No, guys, we're not doing a drunk stream because it's like 45 minutes long.
Todd spotted. Hashtag Todd sighted.
Oh, is there a Todd?
There's multiple Todds. Did you miss 2 Todds in a row just now, Bruce? Shame on you.
I definitely miss Todd.
It was in the, wait, why is Todd showing up? There's no Bethesda in here.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I think because Todd loves Indiana Jones.
Oh, fair. Yep. Yes.
I would
He's wearing
imagine
the
that.
jacket.
I would imagine that Todd was maybe working a little bit on Indiana Jones.
Is that a good? Did we like that? Is that good?
Sure. Whatever.
Welcome to Obsidian.
I don't want Todd.
I'm so proud to share with you.
The only reason Todd should ever go to Machine Games
Avowed
is to just like get drunk and then
Avowed
leave.
is an adventure into the heart
I mean, he
of
might.
the
That's
living lands.
maybe what he did
A
actually.
frontier at the
Why
edge
are
of
my
the known
closed
world,
captions?
where you must put
closed
a
captions,
stop
good
to
idea.
a mysterious spiritual
They're in
plague
Arabic,
and
hold on.
discover a
Hey,
secret
same. That's cool.
at the heart of the living lands.
They just defaulted to Arabic.
At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep
I guess
themes,
alphabetical, maybe?
dynamic gameplay,
Yeah, maybe
and
that's what- yeah,
thoughtful
you're totally right.
reactivity. And Avowed is no different.
They
We set out
they
to
show
blend
New
the
Vegas
believable
footage.
and fantastical.
Well,
to
yeah,
give
because it's
players a
Obsidian.
world
Yeah.
and
They're
experience
they're
like no
bragging
other.
about it.
It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going
Ayora.
to be a lot of great
I'm very
secrets to
excited for
discover,
Avowed.
one of which has a
really?
I'm looking
really
forward to
personal
playing anything
connection
from
to you
Obsidian,
as the
yeah.
player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving
I mean,
your
I'm
mark.
we
hoping
all
that-
wish it was New Vegas,
And when
but
it
it's
comes
not.
to
so.
encounters, our combat
if-
brings the best of the
if we're-
moment-to-moment fun
oh,
that
boy.
comes with
Oh,
action-oriented
man.
gameplay.
People are already
and
gonna
the
be
depth
like,
and
this
breadth
is-
of
this
choice
is the
that you
good
get with an
Skyrim.
RPG.
You're right
Here to
because
talk
it's
more
It kind
Obsidian.
of looks like Skyrim, though, doesn't it? Is it just me? Even the little
Yeah, no,
skelly guys.
absolutely. Yeah, it
Here at
totally does.
Obsidian,
Of course.
Our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we develop.
They're going to try and make things that look like Skyrim and obviously like Outer Worlds look like, you know, Fallout a little bit.
We want to give you the freedom to mix
That's
and match
okay.
your loadout to fit the way you want to play.
These
from
casual
moment to moment,
RPGs?
uninterrupted.
Oh,
For all
this is
battles,
not supposed to
you
be
can combine
casual.
A variety of weapons,
Maybe it will
attacks,
be.
and abilities
Yeah, I mean,
for
it'll probably be a little more
tactical
casual than-
against a wide range of enemy types.
The
It's
animation
not
looks
just
really
hacking and
smooth.
slashing. You're making real-time
It's
like kinda
decisions about when to
cartoony,
use
but in
your
a cozy way.
abilities,
Yeah.
powerful melee attacks, blocks,
Thank you, Mikolas,
parries,
for the prime.
and special attacks.
Oh, magic! I'm very excited.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed
Man,
wand,
that
it feels
satisfying
quick and
reverb
snappy
on the
when dealing
parry.
damage to enemies at mid-range.
Like a
Using the Tanglefoot
smacking a,
ability, you can stop enemies in
gong.
their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker
them.
or
Oh,
tougher combatants. in
slicing
an
up these
intentional
little
and controlled
lizards.
manner.
Yeah.
It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some
There's-
units
there's
are
no
extremely
meters, though.
defensive.
It's
Some
kind
are
of interesting. I
brutishly
don't know if that's just a
difficult.
preview thing
And
or
others you must make sure
Yeah,
you
maybe they just got rid of the
prioritize,
HUD.
or their healing
Yeah.
capabilities will put
Or
you
this
in
HUD's
a
not
tough
final.
spot. To help with the different encounters you will face,
Yeah,
we
good
provide
question. Can you
customizable
kick 'em?
loadouts that can be quickly switched.
They
during
showed
combat.
fishing in this game already, didn't
That
they?
means you can play however
I'm sure there's
you want.
fishing. Also, they just showed a
Equip a sword
gun,
and
by the
shield
way. They just showed
and
a
charge
gun
in
with
the
a
battle.
shield.
Musket.
Dual-wield pistols and control the
No,
Yeah,
double
it's,
guns.
it's like a steampunky gun.
or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
wands, dude.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapons power attack to shatter
Nice.
them.
Okay.
We've
Huh.
worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
How is the
Players will
stat
have
layer going to
ample
affect any of
choices
this,
for
though?
how to
Like, do you?
build and progress
Okay, here we go.
their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know
Like,
the
do
game
I have to
and the story
grind for
and
80
explore
hours to be
many
able to hold
diverse
2 wands at
regions.
once? How does that
Some
work?
quests
Yes.
in Avowed
Yes,
will
of
have you
course.
make
That's the
difficult
Starfield
decisions
approach.
with
I don't
profound
want that.
consequences. Like
These games
this side
usually
quest
play
you
out
may
that way,
encounter in
so.
Shatterscarp. The third
So if you
region
like
you'll
it,
explore
then
on
you'll
your journey
enjoy
through
it.
the living lands.
But
Yeah.
in
As
10
you're
hours' time, you might get
exploring,
bored.
You come across
So.
the
fair.
bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains
But
of
the story
battle,
will
it's up
probably
to you
be.
to
I'm going to say the
determine
story will
who,
probably
if anyone,
be better
is
than
at fault.
Starfield's.
I think that's.
Because I think
that's a safe
Obsidian
bet.
you can rely on for a better story.
Training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
The
In other words,
Starfield or Bethesda writing is incredibly mass market, which is to say, like very, very basic.
Take my badge.
Yeah, that's right.
Take everyone's.
Obsidian has a lot
My
more
families
grit.
deserve to know we
and
fought
quirk.
and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and
moral
gray
nuance
areas,
and gray
trusting
areas.
players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave.
I wonder if Baldur's Gate 3's
as we were sleeping,
glow up is gonna
ambushed by those
lift
miserable
this game as
Zords.
well.
I was so
It's kind of got
surprised.
the look, especially in dialogue.
Yeah.
So dark. I just got
I
separated
think since
from
it's
everyone
first
else.
person, it automatically attracts more
I can't
casual
face those
players
monsters
than
alone.
Baldur's Gate does.
But I have
so.
to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did.
Yeah,
Not that
it's
I'm-
very
Just in
static
not that I'm saying
dialogue
has a
camera.
thought he won't say
Yeah.
out loud. So what did he tell you?
Although, like, I don't know,
That
games like
Captain Ruby
Cyberpunk are
was
kind of
sick?
mind blowing with
That I was
just how much
paranoid?
work is
That I was
invested
a
into every
dumb
single
baby?
conversation.
I heard it all often and loudly.
I think this game
if you
is probably
found
going to
Sergeant
be.
Usui,
It's probably going to have a
why is he not
lot
here with
of
you?
text.
What
like
happened?
too many,
At the end of the quest,
too much
you have a
dialogue to have
choice.
custom
When you
camera angles
confront
for all
Private
of them.
Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over
I don't
the
know how
badges
how
and let
did
him go
Outer
back
Worlds
home.
do? Like I know people
right.
talked about it, but I
Real
don't
battle
know if it
isn't something
sold
you can
well or
prepare for,
what.
is it?
It was on Game
It's
Pass.
not my fault.
It was like
No,
2 million, I
they-
think. Like not great, but
They should have never have camped in the
kind of.
cave.
It's like
I'll
the
take the
game wasn't
badges.
expected to sell.
I'm going back to third
Well,
ward.
let me see.
But if you
It was one of
confront
the
him, if you
initial
believe that he
Game
fled the
Pass
site of the
launches.
battle
Ooh.
as an act of cowardice,
5 million as
then he
of
might challenge you to a fight to
2019.
reclaim his honor.
Okay. That's
Either
good.
way, when you return to town,
Not
you'll
bad.
see the consequences of your actions and the
I was always
choices you
worried
made
'cause
during this quest.
Is that sales or is that just
Creating an
players?
immersive experience
It
like
says
Avowed
sold 5
is
million.
anchored in the world we built.
Oh, that's good. That's
Art
good.
director
Yeah.
Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and
I do like the
dynamic
look of
visual
this game.
style.
But
From the
it's like
outset,
not
we knew that
hyper
we wanted
technical.
Avowed setting to
But it does
feel
have like a
rich,
round,
weird,
colorful
and
pop to it.
wonderful. We
Yeah.
found inspiration
Soft.
in a wide
Everything looks
swath
kinda soft.
of real-world cultures.
I mean, it
helping
looks
us create
very
a
much
unique
like
RPG experience.
like an up-res Skyrim, and not in a bad way.
The vibrant
Kind of reminds me of Sea
with
of
the
Thieves a
dull,
little bit sometimes.
Or verdant spaces with sickly ones. We can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our
Yeah,
players.
look at how fuzzy that water is.
The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes.
It's weird. You know,
Each of
you know what's
those
weird about
regions
Obsidian? I feel
itself
bad for
is a
them,
confluence
even though I
of
shouldn't,
storied
because they're
landscapes.
making games that
All
are
of the
not
regions
based on
have a lot
properties,
of
so it's
special
really
things
hard.
associated with them. But I
Yeah.
have a deep
I feel
place in
like
my
they're
heart for
always fighting an
Shatterskull.
uphill battle. Because if
As
they were
you're
making
wandering
another
the wastes of
Fallout
Shatterskull,
or another,
you might
whatever
notice
established
off in the
property,
distance a
they would have a
vibrant
built-in
jewel of
audience.
color.
Whereas these are brand new,
By
and
transitioning
it's tough.
from destitute, muted
capture
tones
people's
of
attention?
a wasteland of sand,
They have to
and
do that.
marching in
Like, 'cause
towards
to
a
me, this is
beautiful
nothing,
oasis.
right? Like,
There's
it's
the
great that it's Pillars of
opportunity
Eternity,
there
or
for
whatever, but
life,
I don't
for
care at
adventure,
all. I have
and
nothing,
even a little
no
danger.
investment in this world. So they have to get
but
me
just
invested.
looking at it right now,
hope
you
you've
don't want
enjoyed
to play
look
this
at
game and
Avowed.
explore this
We're
world.
thrilled to share more
I
about
do,
the game in the
but
coming
but
months,
to me it
and
looks
we
like every
can't
other
wait
fantasy
for you
game.
to explore the
And not in a bad way,
Living
not in a bad
Lands.
way.
Avowed launches
So-
this fall.
I see what you mean. Yeah, like how does this look different than like Gothic or something like that?
Right.
Which,
yeah,
speaking
but-
of, apparently Piranha Bytes is getting shut down. That sucks.
oh
Yeah, Embracer at it again.
no, that's on me. No, that's not on me. This is a lot. Nobody has any.
Oh, look at that key art though.
That's cool.
I don't know if that tells you anything about the game, but no, Bruce, I think you got a point. It
It's
does kind
just-
of look like generic fantasy.
It's an original IP, and again, they're fighting an uphill battle there. So
I mean, to
if
me,
it was
it-
Fallout, everybody'd be flipping their shit.
It looks like Elder Scrolls to me. It looks really similar to Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, yes,
Just like a
yes.
bunch of wacky animals, like
absolutely.
wide diversity of environments. Like I guess old Elder Scrolls, when Elder Scrolls was wacky, wackier. We'll see. Oh, okay. I was really sour on this during the Game Awards, so
You were, but maybe that's because we were drinking.
yeah, that's part of it. I'm hoping to see more like button reactive gameplay. Although I guess expecting that from Ninja Theory is maybe not fair.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio
They're
head
not
here at
Platinum
Ninja
Games.
Theory in Cambridge,
No, I
UK.
think-
We're
to
now
me,
in the
this feels
final
like they're
months
trying
of
to make
development
a-
on Senua's Saga
Like an
Hellblade
Uncharted
2.
almost.
And the team is working hard to bring
Style
you an
gameplay,
unforgettable
not story,
journey
but-
into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival.
I just-
where
I
we
wanna-
have once
I wanna
again
see
combined high fidelity
everything will be forgiven
and
if Senua
immersive
parries
presentation
something.
with a short
Bong!
narrative-led
Like, everything
experience
slows
that
down.
focuses
We might
on the
get
things
to
that
parry
we
a few
really
things
care
here and
about,
there.
and that we hope
Maybe
you
if she fishes.
are about too.
I'm still gonna like. They're gonna have to do some work to make me okay with the premise of this game, because my interpretation of Senua's Saga or Hellblade should have meant that a sequel
Senua is back with a new quest.
like doesn't
She
happen.
wants to stop the
Oh, really?
Vikings who raided her village right at their source. in Iceland.
Should I
But
play
not
the
just
first
her quest
Hellblade?
has changed.
Yeah, it's a quick
Senua
jaunt.
herself has grown
Oh,
since
okay.
the first
All right.
Hellblade.
It's like 5-6
She's made
hours
peace
long.
with her past and is no longer in
Which is
such
why I don't
fear
get why
of her
Hellblade 2
visions
is
and
taking
voices.
14
While the
years to
Furies
come
are
out.
still her constant companions. She encounters new
Maybe they have a
people
small
along the way,
team or something? I
some
don't
of
know.
which will value
That
her
could be
new
it. I just
perspective,
worry
and
that
others
they're
will reject it.
they're gonna get swallowed
Little by
by
little,
the self-imposed mandate to make this epic.
Became my tribe.
Oh, thank you, Menacing Eye.
But
for the
Ninja
prime.
Theory's
Very
always
much.
wanted to make their magnum
In the
opus.
game,
So if
Senua
Microsoft's paying
arrives
them to
in
do it, then
10th
that's a good
century
thing.
Iceland, on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving
Or
their
they maybe
people.
they're going for like
In
a
the
God of
story,
War
we're trying to be
Ragnarok
as
style
faithful
on
to history
Xbox
as we
because
can up
Xbox
to a
doesn't really
point,
have that. Possibly.
establishing a
Yeah.
solid framework and then
I
building
think
more
that's
surreal elements
that's
on top.
definitely
Senua
an easy
faced up
comparison to make.
giants who have plunged the
'Cause,
land
I mean,
into
Freaking
chaos.
10th century
They don't-
Norwegian
In turn,
lore
has
is
seen
pretty
the
sick
rise
though.
of the Joiga,
It is.
a violent threat that has swept
But
through
yeah,
the settlements,
boy.
as she'll discover.
It's hard to not see God of War.
Senua will
I-
make
again, like,
new
I-
enemies,
if they can do that,
and also new
then awesome.
allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
So I guess in this reality, magic is real. That's just there's actual giants.
Or she's hallucinating, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Senua
that
is
was
a
the
Celtic
conceit
warrior
of
who experiences
Hellblade
psychosis.
1.
Seeing things
Okay.
that other people don't.
Okay, they're just
hearing
putting words on
voices,
it, never
and
mind.
Having unique beliefs about the world around her.
She's hearing voices,
To bring
yeah.
Senua's
Okay.
perspective of the world to life in a truthful way.
Interesting.
We have once again worked
Okay.
closely with Professor
That was the
Paul
implication
Fletcher
with Hellblade
at the
1.
University
So
of
it's
Cambridge,
interesting that
as well as people
they're
with
literally
lived
rolling with
experience
it.
Of psychosis.
Oh, so she has like a mental health issue as well.
Yes.
She has psychosis. Okay.
That was the implication in Hellblade. Like a
Players
lot of
will find
Hellblade was
themselves
like
traversing
imagery of
beautiful and hostile
heredity
environments,
and mental
seeking
illness.
answers from
There were like
patterns and
conversations
signs that
between
Senua sees in her own
Senua's
unique way,
mom
and battling through
and basically
encounters with
giving
enemies
words
that will
to
push
these
Senua to her limits.
experiences they had, but there was no concept of mental health or anything like that. So Hellblade is awesome because it's essentially psychosis as experienced by somebody who has no language
On
to
Saga,
understand what's
we've taken
happening.
everything to the next
Right.
level.
But part of that is she's
With a new
alone.
motion capture
There's no
space,
there's no
a
one
bigger
else to
stage
like
team,
give
a stunt
context to
crew,
what
and a
she's
new cast.
experiencing.
right.
So for her to be around other people,
motion capture shoots,
or
thinking
even,
of
like,
what events
interacting
would be
with the
good
greater
to
world
bring into
makes it
this
really
fight.
interesting.
Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous
This
fight?
is this maybe the first time that they've
We
sort
have
of
all new combat
talked
for
about
the
this, that
sequel.
it's basically a mental health journey.
One of
No,
our
they
key
were
goals
very
was the
explicit about that with
ability to
Hellblade
actually tell
1.
a
I just mean in the
story
context of the story of Hellblade 1.
Sorry, what I mean
does feel
is for
very
Hellblade
different
2.
from
That's
the
what
first game.
Like,
Yeah.
But it's
That's
very brutal.
this is
and
the first time
you're
I've heard
very
anybody sort of put
invested
words to
in
the fact that Hellblade 2 could just be
it. Senua isn't a superhero.
psychosis.
She's fighting for survival, and we want the
Well, that
player
was the
to
idea
feel
with
her
Hellblade 1,
struggle
which is
in
weird.
every
Which is
step
why
of her journey.
it's strange that there's a sequel.
We want the player to
Yeah.
always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Oh, thank you, Steve Brule.
I don't know. I guess I want to play Hellblade 1 again.
Better than anyone, better than I do.
Yeah, I think I'm
Her
gonna have to.
instincts are amazing, and she really
Because it's
doesn't need much
Hellblade
help
1,
from me.
kind of like
On
Silent Hill
stage, our main
sometimes, does a
focus
really
is
good job
storytelling.
of writing
So
the
I
line
get to
between
watch the actors and see
what
all
you
the beautiful
perceive
expressions
and what's
on
in the
their
world
faces.
and what's real and what's
And then I have to wait a little while, and then I
projected.
get to see that all again in game, in costume, on location.
And then much
everything.
like Silent Hill, a lot of those projections have significance
Every
for the
discipline in
character
the
and
studio is unified
her
in achieving a
backstory
deep
and
level of
everything.
immersion to help suspend your disbelief. and
All
pull
I
you
see is
into Senua's
hallways,
story.
though.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale.
I really think that
everything is
it's going to be a God of
incredible.
War. Like,
And you see
that's
a scene,
what
or
they're
you see a
aiming
small
for,
section
which
of
is
the game
okay.
and
I
you're
don't.
like,
That doesn't bother
yeah,
me at all. I'm
that works,
excited about
That's
that.
amazing.
It doesn't bother me either, but I feel like Ragnarok got a little crushed under it. Like it over delivered. It's one of the rare games that has so much that it kind of loses focus. And I worry that that might be where Hellblade 2 is. They had all these ideas and they wanted to pour them all in, which is why it's taking so long.
As we focus in immersion,
It is interesting too because they haven't really showed any like HUD for Hellblade yet. So we don't know what like
This HUD minimal.
there's going to be.
space.
Yeah, was it going to be
In the
like
first game, we
like
only applied to the
do you get
voices
better
that Senua
weapons?
listens
You know,
in
like
her
I don't know. I'm
in
not sure.
this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game.
Hellblade
there is
1 was
music
pretty
that is binaural.
basic.
Every single sound has the potential to be binaural. So
Like, do you
everything
upgrade
is
your gear? You know,
specialized
like, I don't
around you, and
know.
it's a
Yeah,
very
but
beautiful
none of that was in the
experience.
first one. The first one had some like basic environmental puzzles, some pretty straightforward fights,
Music
and then
is a
some really
strange
creepy
language in the sense
hallways.
that
But it was
speaks to
fun. Like it was
emotions
expressive.
fast and deep.
And
It's
unique.
not only about quality, it's about personality.
This
So
might
when
be
you
the
listen to
most
Hellblade,
artistic video
you know
game
it's
ever
Hellblade.
made.
Yeah, I mean that's Ninja Blade, God bless him, or Ninja Theory,
On the
excuse me.
music, we are working
I guess
with
I guess
Hyrule,
again what
which
I'm
for me
curious
is a
about. I
personal
haven't seen anything that
privilege
elevates
because I
Hellblade
really
2
admire
beyond the
them.
scope of the first game. Aside from all the art.
We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music.
It might just be the
connects
you know,
with the
upgraded
game
graphics,
and
maybe?
elevate it to
I know,
something
it
really
looks pretty.
special. We are also working
Does
with
look
heavy
pretty.
metal singer,
Looks pretty.
throat singers, and our very own Furies.
Yeah, I would love to just see somebody play this game for 5 minutes. I'm really curious just to see what it looks like.
So this all creates a very immersive and a very special.
They
and
had
unique
whispers in the
experience.
first game. He's going off about the whispers again.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
There you go, Bruce.
And that's our aim in Senua's Saga.
Life-changing art,
Hellblade 2 is
game-changing
to not only
tech.
see
Yeah, I mean,
where
I think
Senua goes next,
they might just be
but to
making the
deliver
first
something
one
really meaningful.
And again, this is
for
like
our
we're
players.
being
My hope
reductionary,
is that
but
they will really connect to
they might just be
Senua as a character, and
reductive,
even if
but they
can't
might just be
really
making the first
relate
one,
to
but
what she's going through,
better
maybe they
graphics.
know someone
It
that
doesn't
relates
take
to
that long to do
character,
that,
and
though.
They can then understand that person.
Like if you have
It
your
does with
design
20
scope,
people.
and
I
you're
don't
not
wanna
like
sound
if you're not
cheesy,
well, yeah, good
but
point.
In a
Good
way, I'm
point. What
Senua,
is
right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work.
Thank you.
through
Tickle
every
me
ninja.
cell phone.
So
Oh no, we're not getting
we
that.
all
Tickle
are
me
Senua.
cell phone.
They've
We got
120
avowed. You missed avowed.
We are creating this character that
Okay, well,
grows
is that
and grows and
that's a
grows and
relatively
grows
small
and keep
team
growing
for
and keep changing.
what is looking like a
So
AAA video game?
That makes it real.
not if
I'm so proud.
Not if it
of
has the
love,
same,
care and passion
like,
our team here at
gameplay
Ninja
scope as
Theory are
Hellblade
putting
1,
into Senua's
which is a
Saga
very
Hellblade 2.
contained
Our
game.
hope is to not only
Yeah.
create a
They did
game
Bleeding
that is great
Edge.
to
I keep
play,
forgetting
but
about
to
that.
craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic
Hellblade
scenes
came out
to
in
our puzzle
2017,
solving,
Bruce.
everything is crafted in service
She said
of
they said
Senua's
puzzle
journey,
solving. There
a
seemed to be
journey
where
that
you can
can
solve
embark
puzzles.
on
There are environmental
on May
puzzles in the
21st.
first one. Damn,
that's cool.
show me something that wasn't in Hellblade 1. Please. The big man, the large man in that one trailer is the only thing I've seen that wasn't in Hellblade 1.
I mean, that sounds to me like a a God of War Ragnarok, but even more
7 years. Where?
not like dumbed down.
Okay,
you know, just sort
date.
of like
May 21st.
unknown user.
Is this our? We got a surprise. We
Square
got
Square Enix.
Oh, is 7 remake? Nope, never mind. Nope.
Square Enix on Xbox.
Oh, Seiken Densetsu. They're blank of mana. That's cool. Does that mean it's
of
Game
mana.
Pass? That must mean it's
Probably,
Game
yeah.
Pass, right?
Yeah, generally speaking, yes. Oh, they're being so silly.
I don't get it, man. 7 years.
Greetings,
Anyway.
Xbox players. My name
Lawrence.
is Masaru Oyamada.
I love how much you're
Producer for the
obsessing
Mana
about
series here
Hellblade.
at Square Enix.
Something's up. What happened?
聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を
Maybe they just took it easy.
Xbox ユーザーの皆さん
Either
に
took it easy or like they
いち早
stopped
くお伝えできる
developing for a
機会をいただ
while.
けて
They did release like a
大変光栄です。
handful of smaller
コンソールゲームと
projects.
して
So
は
maybe they
約
had like
17
a
年ぶりとなる
maybe they had like 2 or 3 different
完全新
teams.
作
Yeah.
聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降マナと聖剣
You
を
played
巡
any
っ
of these
て
games,
描かれる
Bruce?
愛をテーマに
Played Secret of Mana a
個
long
性
time
豊かな
ago.
キャラクターた
Like
ち
probably when it first came out.
心に響く楽曲
And
が
then, you know, played for like
武器の
whatever,
特性を生かして戦う
6 hours or something. It was like, cool.
として
Moved on.
こ
Rad.
れまでに17作発売され
It did not
長ら
become
く
my
愛されてき
identity.
ました
So
I've known some people
本作は30年以
who
上の歴史あ
significant
る
parts
シ
of
リ
their
ーズの最新
personality are
作となる
based
た
on
め
this series.
これまで培われてきた
I know people that, I mean, like, people love Secret of Mana, so,
しっかり
like, I know it's a real
感じられるものを目
thing
指
that
して
has
鋭意
had
制作中
staying
です
power.
フィールドでは自然や精霊
This is
との
cool.
つなが
I
り
did
を
not
感じら
think
れる
games like
色彩
this,
豊か
like
な
in the
聖剣伝
20
説
in
の
like
世
the
界を
2010s, it was
体験
looking
してもらえ
bleak.
ると思います
We're not going to get any whimsical
シリー
anime
ズお
dude
な
with
じみの
sword
モンス
games
ターたちも
anymore, are
本
we?
作に登場しています
I do have to say that the gameplay does look actually appealing to me.
Little rabbits, look at them. Their little
That looks
teeth.
that. Yeah, that looks
今回
appealing to
こ
me.
れら
And
のおなじみ
that
の
looks like something I would
モンスター
enjoy
たちを作り出
if the
した
gameplay
聖剣
loop
伝
is
説
fun.
の生みの親である
It's
石井
bound to
浩一
be
さんと共
co-op,
に
right?
聖剣伝説
It has to be.
Visions of Mana の内容を
Yeah, that's what it's all
紹介
about.
していきたいと思います
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from
Hey.
Gretz. I am so
Gretzo.
happy to introduce the
Man, I love that
newest
jacket.
game in
Yeah,
the
this guy
Mana
looks
series
great.
to
Those
Xbox
lapels.
players.
I know, right?
初期
Silver
の頃から
Fox.
シリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが
This guy is the coolest
中には
dude in
小
the
学生の
world.
頃 すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Nice. I think those fuckers put you to sleep.
What's up, Dame? Look at these little drawings.
自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって
Oh yeah, those stupid crabs.
表現できるかにこだわ
They throw their pinchers at you like boomerangs.
最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたち
So they're carrying over like enemies from the Of Mana series into this.
A lot of these enemies have appeared in previous Mana games.
Have you played like Trials of Mana and all that other stuff?
I haven't played that one yet, and that's the one people swore by for a really long time.
Yes, that mushroom did just break dance. That's correct.
Yeah, they spin around and kick you.
Oh, you can ride a fox. Lawrence is muted, but we're missing out on the fox.
I am? What? When did that happen? How long have I been muted?
I don't know, only a few seconds, not long.
It's so colorful. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
Ah, pangolins are really cute though. I've been looking at the rats subreddit lately. There's some cute rats out there.
Rats are fantastic pets.
I would get too attached. They don't live very long.
They die very easily. Yeah.
I do want
to ride this fox. I want to ride this fucking fox.
Actually, well, now that Microsoft owns half of the game developers in the world, maybe they can farm Wolfenstein out to somebody. What if Raven made a new Wolfenstein game?
Oh, that would be really cool.
What if Raven made a new Quake? What if Raven did anything that wasn't iterate Warzone maps?
過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入して、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。
It's really, really good. Very quirky for when it came out. A lot of like calypso, a lot of reggae island sounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This sounds a little more formal though. Traditional fantasy instrumentation.
Yeah. This sounds like Square Enix.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is what it sounds like to me.
Any ska? I don't recall any ska.
There should. I mean, if there's a lot of tropical.
You know what does have ska? Earthbound.
Does it really? Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
The main, the first town theme is straight up a ska track. Some deep reggae in the convenience store too, like dub reggae. It's rad.
Oh, look at these bosses. This is cool.
Yeah, that's from the first game, or from Secret of Mana. A lot of these are like throwbacks.
I see maybe another like. Is that AI over there fighting?
I see like 2 other player characters. Yeah. Some little flaming.
But you're right. There should be co-op. I don't know when it's gonna be co-op or not.
There has got to be. There's no chance there's not.
This might be a lot longer than 45 minutes the way they're going.
Yeah, we haven't seen Indiana Jones has got to be the last one. Right? You want to talk about brands?
Yeah, for sure. They're going to leave that to the end.
Dude, that's going to be so sick. Indiana Jones is going to fuck up some Nazis.
I'm pretty sure Todd Howard's going to come on and talk about it too, because like it's well known that Todd Howard's been trying to make an Indiana Jones game for like 15 years.
Don't do it, Todd.
He's going to. He's going to come on. My friends at Machine Games know I love Indiana Jones.
Don't let him.
The rumor was on Skyrim, the reason there's a bunch of like traps that look like Indiana Jones traps is because he loved Indiana Jones and he was like, we got to put him in Skyrim.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that it's not a situation where like Microsoft thinks that they acquired a gaming auteur, so they're letting Todd go around and tell everyone what to do.
No, I think he just likes Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I hope that that's it. And if that's it, then that's great. If he's like just a super fan and wants to contribute, fantastic. But if he's calling the shots, I'd be a little more grumpy.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games.
So this game I know nothing about. I don't know if you know anything about.
With our decades of personal experience,
ARA,
building some of the most beloved strategy
yeah, I don't know
games
anything
of all
about
time,
this.
like Civilization V.
It looks like
we came together to create something
I don't know if it's a city builder or if it's a 4X.
Genre we all love. ARA History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Seems like Civ.
ARA is an homage to historical gamers,
4X
strategy gamers,
yeah, it's like Civ,
4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay
This
fans
is cool.
of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But
Man.
it isn't just more of the same. With
It may
ARA,
not.
we
It may
wanted
not
to
be like
challenge some of
the
preconceived
sexiest,
notions
but
about the genre,
Microsoft has such
push
a
it forward in
broad
modern, empowering,
palette
and
of
truly
games.
compelling and approachable way.
Yeah, they paid for it.
For example,
Yeah,
we
that's
have
true.
over
They bought
100
them all.
instruments
Yeah,
on
they
display in the
definitely bought them
office,
all.
Like Age of
which are all
Empires.
Things that we purchased in order
Which I still haven't played. Have you played Age of Empires 4?
Yeah, it's fun. It's
expand the game and make it really good.
Kenny, there's no need for caps. Yeah. I turned it off because there were subtitles before.
Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement.
That's fun.
It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping
Oh no,
out
Perfect Dark
features,
isn't canceled.
rediscovering what
It's
made
the
us fall in
Coalition's
love with
making it, right?
strategy games in the first
It's
place.
just being worked on.
The end result
I think it
is
might have been
ARA,
rebooted
the
or something.
historical grade
Yeah, right,
strategy
Triple Daddy?
game that presents a
Let him
living
get a
world
beer.
where you can rule how you want to
Look at
rule
those trees get
and
punched.
chart your own path to
Oh my
becoming
gosh,
the
look
most
at all those
prestigious
sheep.
nation on the planet.
For ARA, we knew
Dude,
we
my
needed
sheep got
deep
upgraded.
systems with outcomes that encourage exploration
Plus 2
and
wool.
give players the power to experiment and make
How
meaningful
many
strategic choices
children
while
can
still
I
having
marry
agency over their
when they're
play
3
style.
years old?
We
That's the
also
question.
wanted to explore
That's what
more
everybody
and
wants in
different parts of
Crusader Kings
history
3.
and give players
They
from
want to be able to
around the
marry
world the
somebody
chance
who's
to
not
see the
born
game
yet.
reflect their
You're your
unique
own assassin?
perspective, and not just ours.
Exactly.
And finally,
You've
we need
poisoned
players
yourself.
to feel the impact of their decisions.
Game over.
They
What?
need to see their choices
This
reflected
game's
in the
wild.
game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into ARA
That's what
is
everybody
we call
always
the living world.
talks about
It's
with
a
Crusader Kings. Is always like,
procedurally alternate Earth,
which child
bursting
did you
with life,
marry?
an
Did you
intuitive,
arrange to
authentic,
marry?
An immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society
You've
of their
become your own
dreams.
The
grandfather.
living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything
Cheat on my
from
wife with my
settling in the
wife.
wilderness to cultural
I don't see-
influence and
I don't see a lot of
architecture
that in
over time
ARA.
to the
This
thousands of
straight up just
citizens
looks like
living their lives
Civilization.
and reacting to the
Yeah,
changes.
yeah.
When I say just,
We
like,
want players to feel like
I
they're
don't mean to
truly
be
occupying
dismissive.
the world,
No,
leading
right.
their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of ARA is our philosophy.
It must be like
of
again. I
rule
think
how
these
you want to
all of
rule.
these games are
And
sort
no
of
feature
trying to
better
compete with
exemplifies
what
this
Civilization
than the prestige
is,
system.
and
Man,
that's
even
got to
those-
be
even
hard.
the world leaders and their like
Players
smug
will
poses.
compete with their rivals
Yeah,
to build the
it's
most
gotta be hard.
influential, impressive,
The
and important
Amelias
nation
would be
the
into
world
this.
has ever known. This is measured by prestige.
That Joan of Arc?
The player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
Jean
The
d'Arc
prestige
is what it
system
says.
gives players the
Oh, I
chance to
didn't see
decide
it.
what kind of leader
You're-
they want to be.
You're very, very
Do
close.
they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Oh,
Scientific
Mecha
advancement.
Warriors.
The choice is theirs. In ARA, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and
right,
prioritize
John
on those goals
d'Arc.
while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play ARA, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs
That must
are
be
our
a
collection
yeah.
of incredible
Good
monuments
spot.
and architectural achievements from throughout human
Clearly
history.
a perfect dark
Like
Easter
the
egg.
Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard
was
to
that?
build,
Jean
but
d'Arc?
worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that
John
constructs them.
basically sounds like Joanna, right?
Another aspect of ARA that
Joanna.
I'm personally
Joanna.
excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally
Here's the
won't
thing,
see often in
right?
the 4X genre.
You won't see your Reddit kitties or whatever creaming their shorts over this game. But the people who are into this stuff are super into it.
They are, it's true.
And I dare say that they are a calm and peaceful bunch.
Challenge that exists in
Oh, they totally are. Except for City Skylines 2.
Crafting plays out
Just
they got real
recently
mad
had
about
to
that.
they had to
with
rebuke
players honing and
their
combining the natural
fans
resources
because they were like,
harvest
guys,
into
you're
all
being
manner
too
of goods and
toxic.
components.
We might stop
Those
engaging
are the
with you.
foundation for everything, from
Yeah, I don't know what the
international
deal is.
trade to improving their cities
People-
and citizens' lives.
People
and
get
even
awfully
manufacturing the
convinced
weapons
that they
necessary to draft
understand
military
how
units.
games ought
the
to
crafting
run
system in ARA
sometimes.
encourages
Oh, Lawrence, I
thoughtful,
forgot to tell you.
advanced planning.
I saw one of my
It
favorite
rewards
comments on an
players who
Inside
can
Games
see
video the other day.
strategic outcome of
We were
all
talking
their
about how
collective
we were like, yeah, most
decisions
people
and
don't know
not
how
just
video games are
the
made.
individual ones.
And I saw a comment said, nah, most people do know how video games are made. All it is this and this and this. And before I shadow banned them, I laughed. I said,
that's it.
This rewards players'
damn, that was the comment.
The problem is
to predict
that 122-year-old knew how a video game was made, and he said it.
This system makes
if you're out there shadow banning him, I can't catch up on these.
In a typical strategy game,
no, they're gone.
Once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time.
It's become my new therapy.
Those times are very low.
I go and check in every 3-4 hours to see who's there, and then they're just gone. They're just gone.
Sanitized.
Oh, absolutely, right away.
Sifting through all of
Inside Games is like a Taco Bell where Bruce comes by and cleans the tables every hour on the hour.
Exactly,
that's exactly right.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel.
Hopefully this is like a game where like Gandhi can drop a nuclear bomb on you.
Thought leaders, scientific and cultural.
That's always the fun. That was Confucius. Okay.
Each leader in
I fought myself on that one.
Abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait, informed by their contributions to world
Dibs
history.
on the Assyrians.
With a diverse global roster, we know players
I
will
love
find
it.
leaders
I hope
that
the
they will want to
Assyrians
play.
ascend to mecha combat.
Them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins
that actually
of power.
sounds awesome.
I know.
Ugh, board games.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only
See, I think that's why I'm not mega into like turn-based grand strategy games, is because it's just too close to a board game.
Building the game alongside players has
I like board games, but also like there's always one person who's like, I've played this game for 500 hours, so let me explain it to you. And then you play against them and they beat you over and over, and you're like, this is no fun. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I playing this with somebody who's been playing this for thousands of hours?
A little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders
hard to avoid those thoughts. Here's the thing.
Cougars, I hate cougars.
What the hell?
Someone
anyway,
get these feline demons
you can experience that in a video game. It's just tons faster. You can get your ass kicked like 500 times in the amount of time it takes to get your ass kicked once in a board game.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other.
Cougars.
Oh, they ride motorcycles in their office.
Tiny, quirky motorcycles.
We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game.
This seems wholesome.
Year.
But the launch of ARA is only the beginning.
Good for them.
We're going to maintain our insider program
Man,
after the release
Settlers
date
of Catan
and
must be
to listen
well
to players
worn at that
and support
office.
the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us.
Well, this is the crew that rolls into IHOP and like they order one short stack and stay there for 7 hours.
Playing that board game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
Is it just me or do you hear a doo at the end of every trailer?
I may not have it loud enough. I do not hear that.
Maybe I'm dying.
Okay, is it time?
Yeah.
Where's Todd Howard? I need Todd with his Indiana Jones hat on. I need Todd.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's
Since the first game came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even
I wonder
today,
if this is going to be like
one of the most iconic franchises
Indiana.
In pop culture.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude! If it was like Machine Games gore.
Yeah, like Wolfenstein, awesome. Like Temple of Doom level intense. That's what I'm hoping for.
And experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy.
Somebody was saying in my chat they've never played Wolfenstein before. I was like, you got to play Wolfenstein. It's so cool. It is so cool.
His vision for the game, we knew
Old Blood into New Order.
To help bring it to life.
Like
so
as
good.
one package. Hey, there's our guy. Oh, he's an EP. Okay.
For what it would be like.
Todd, we don't need your ideas. I'm sorry, man.
He
said I wanted to make an Indiana Jones game for my entire life.
Arc he was going to have.
You had some ideas, Todd.
As the years went on, I thought,
look, this is why Starfield was bad. Because he was out making Indiana Jones.
And it was my friends at Machine Games.
Yeah, that's why. Let's hope that that's what it is.
Lucasfilm on the game.
Not enough Todd was the problem with Starfield.
Because,
yeah.
Look, it's Indiana Jones and.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I've like seen Todd or met Todd, whatever, talked to him, he's always nice. We're just giving him shit. He seems like a really great guy. I don't have any problem with Todd Howard.
Yeah, he's given the world a lot of joy.
My whole life, and I couldn't be more
I want him to be
excited
happy.
To show you what the team here has been.
He always seems happy.
First look at the new
I don't want Indiana Jones to be anything like any game Bethesda has ever made.
Let me tell you what you are.
I hope
that's going to be Machine Games.
I hope
It'll
that's
be
not personal.
Through.
Yes, the Nazis are already here. All right.
Yeah, it'll be Machine Games through and through.
Pointless game.
I'm really interested to see if it's gory.
We already got blood.
Maybe you should.
He's got his excessively German glasses. Nothing says Nazi scientist like those stupid glasses.
Dead and forgotten.
There's no way they got Harrison Ford to voice the character, right? No way.
No, I don't want it to look or sound like Harrison Ford. It does.
It does. It looks exactly like Harrison Ford.
Dude, wow.
That's awesome, but I don't know if there's no way it's his voice. No way.
Interesting.
I'll be really executive producer Todd Howard. I'll be really surprised.
God,
Myths.
No,
he wanted so badly to get that title card.
History.
Okay, it's like a sound alike.
Just different ways to interpret the past.
Yeah, it's a sound alike.
Different ways to interpret the past.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried.
Okay.
Just
Puzzles.
waiting.
I like that.
See, this is what Todd was making in Skyrim. He was making those little Indiana Jones puzzles.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Do the swing.
Watch me.
He looks like Peter Parker.
Yeah, a little bit.
It might just be the tech.
Oh, Wilhelm scream.
Throughout history,
I don't want that, by the way. I'm tired of that.
Sites of
first-person whipping.
Significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Oh, there's that theme. That's what we needed.
Yeah, I guess. Is it first and third person? I guess it goes third when you're platforming? Boosh. All right, that's cool.
I've with these guys before. Trust me. It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
Oh, this looks fun. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. This will be a very nice single player experience.
Protector.
I kind of wish it weren't Indiana Jones, but I guess like it's the only way anyone will play a game like this.
The greats.
Yeah, it'll be a 10-hour fun single player game. Whatever.
I don't know. Nothing. I don't know. I'm kind of underwhelmed.
You have any idea how old that was?
This is exactly what I thought it would look like. I mean, like to a T.
I hope there would be like. I guess if it's the first one they're doing, they're just going to hit all the big points, right? But
so many people.
I was hoping like nothing looked particularly cool or unique. I mean, running on the wings of a plane is pretty cool. That's pretty sick. But aside from that, it was like mine, ruins, jungle.
Archaeologist.
There was no
charismatic everyman. He's passionate.
It'll be I mean, like I was thinking, okay, they just put the Indiana Jones experience in Wolfenstein, and that's what they did.
It didn't even look like Wolfenstein. It was pretty tame, actually. They didn't show anyone getting like shot or
letting you see and feel what
there was some first-person Nazi punching, which was cool.
Maybe they're going for like a not in like an MA rating. Maybe they're going for a little lower.
Exciting and interactive
yeah, team. That's. I mean, with a brand, you probably want to go
personal to the adventure.
You do. You always want to go that way.
Each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip.
I like the first-person whipping. That's pretty cool.
That looks like fun. Yeah.
So, what about platforming though? Because they showed him
bloody in a fist fight. All of these moments.
I don't think there's going to be much in the way of platforming. Maybe like a couple of random Indiana Jones puzzles for platforming.
But they showed him swinging around.
The whip.
But those look to me like you press the E button.
Like we pull the camera back for
there you go.
Third-person view.
So you third-person of him climbing.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Okay.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at
I wonder if we're
Marshall
gonna get
College. He wakes up in
cosmetics
the
that he can wear.
Sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum.
Yeah.
The mysterious giant
Josh Guy.
makes
Thank you,
off
Josh
with
Guy,
what
for being here
seems to
4
be
years.
a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
You like this trend of AA games? I don't know if this would classify as AA or AAA.
Hoping to learn
I bet
why
they spent a
this
lot of money on
particular
this.
relic was stolen.
Yeah, what about this looks
Discovers that
AA?
things aren't what they appear.
This to me feels AAA. Like,
Yeah.
He starts pulling at the strings
This is like
of
a,
a mystery.
you know,
and it all
again, 10 to
unravels
13
until
hour
he has
single
no
player
choice
experience.
but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Plus, we know like Lucasfilm is involved, so Lucasfilm is just constantly providing feedback on this stuff.
Stop. Maybe emphatically. Stop.
Well, I mean, I hope that there can be more adventures, right? And if it has to be a brand and it has to be that, then that's fine. It'd be cool if video... Well, I guess video games have had Uncharted. That was the video game Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The most
I really
Indiana Jones
like
experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
I mean, like, I'm all for this too because it's allowing Machine Games to keep working and making video games, and they're great.
The revolver
So
or a gun
they're not going to fuck this up.
But I think most of the time you'll have more fun.
If anything, it'll be like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not going to be bad.
More clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more
Right, Lawrence?
solutions, whether it's trying a
gonna be
different
bad,
path
is it?
through the environment to get around enemies.
Machine Games
observing enemy
has
patrols
capable
and using them to your
writers.
advantage.
Okay.
Or using the tools
It's
at
got
your
stealth,
disposal,
huh?
like the whip.
It's an
So you
amazing
getting climbing in
global
third person?
adventure with action propelling you through your
At the
journey.
very worst, it's going to be a 7 out of 10.
We have
I think at the very best, it'd be 9 or 10.
Indy's journey will
I'm
take
thinking
him to the
about
forgotten temples of
what is
Sukhothai,
it? Ghostbusters, the video
pyramids of
game,
Egypt,
that one that came out in the
the snow-peaked
2000s.
Himalayas.
That was like
and
really
beyond.
good. It felt like a really good extension of the
carefully
movie. It
at
was really
each
fun to play.
location
It kind
and
of
the time
harnessed on
period the game is
the
set in,
actions
and
from
we're
the movie.
trying to make it as
You'd fight
authentic
ghosts and
and
just
accurate
wreck
as
shit,
possible.
and it was awesome.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds.
The only
And
thing
this
that dragged
game
it down was Bill
will also
Murray,
have
who
the
just
goal
couldn't
of
give less of
making
a
it
fuck to be in the
feel like
game.
a
That was kind of
cinematic
that was kind of
Indiana
an
Jones
insult. But
adventure.
apart from that, so
One
I
of
don't
the
know
biggest
if
ways
it's
to
just
do
like a
that
new
is
Indiana
with
Jones.
music.
If this is the way that that can continue.
John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
Yeah, they're spending a lot of money on this game.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production
Wait,
style.
what did you
We
just
use a lot
say?
of stunt actors.
They take a movie
Things
approach
like
to
this
things
help
like
us bridge the gap
cinematics.
between making a game and making a
The
movie.
parts of the game that are a movie, they
Of
take a
course,
movie
our
approach
characters
for.
do a lot to help bring the world to life. as
You
well.
know what they
Next to Indy,
mean.
No, I
Gina
don't.
is our
What does
other
that
main
mean? It's just
protagonist.
words.
Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Guys,
Gina
it's a
is
video
an
game, so they can't shoot it like a
investigative
movie.
reporter, has a lot
But they
riding
wanna
this
they
adventure.
wanna make it like a
She's been
movie.
The
tracking
cutscenes
the
are shot
lead
like
for
a
some
movie.
time, and now
100%.
she's found an ally in this
Even though
determined
it's not a
American
movie.
professor.
Yes.
But they want it to be
Their
like a
paths are
movie.
intertwined,
Cutscenes have to
and they
bookend
need
into
each other
gameplay.
in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Which I've always liked in Wolfenstein too. I enjoyed the way they
Let's see if you can keep up.
intermingled those two.
But like Wolfenstein had really awesome
We always
scenes
loved
of getting
our
monstered in
villains.
first
I think
person,
we
which is
might
kind of
have
what
found
it seemed
our
like the
favorite
intro
one yet.
was when Indy was like
Emily
buried in the
Ross
sand.
He's this intensely psychological man.
So I think that's what they're
He's
hinting at.
obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly
Like,
intelligent and the
A
perfect
lot of
foil
very
for
Quentin
Indy.
Tarantino scenes.
They're both brilliant people,
Yeah.
compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sands of Africa.
One
Yeah,
of our
part of me
models
just
for
wishes it
Indiana
didn't
Jones
look
and the
like
Great
Harrison
Circle
Ford.
Is adventure first.
Really?
But in every Indy
Yeah.
adventure,
Like
there
this
are
is
always
this
those
is a
moments where he
Indiana
finds
Jones
himself in the
adventure, and
action.
this is
That's been one of
this
those
Indiana
balancing acts
Jones.
for us, and we've
I can
ended
tell you
up
that if
with
they
this
made
sort
it
of hybrid
not looking
experience
like
that mixes
Harrison
melee
Ford,
combat,
there'd be a lot of
stealth,
people being
and
like,
battle.
why doesn't this look like Harrison
How do you
Ford?
approach
Yeah,
any
you're right.
situation
You're
is
right.
up to
There'd be
you.
a lot of people
You
being
may
like, what the
choose
fuck
to
is
sneak
this?
around an enemy patrol, or maybe
I guess I'm
you'll
just
pick
vaguely
up a
creeped
shovel
out
and
by
whack them on the back of their head.
by this notion
And when
that
you
people
can't use your wits,
like won't
you got
die.
Indy's most iconic tool.
Characters keep coming back
Just
and
like
getting
you see in the
younger, and
movies, one of our
at
goals
least
has
Indy
been to
5
make the
directly
wit as
acknowledged
fun
like
and
age
multi-purpose
and
as
stuff, so
possible.
that was nice.
We
I was
wanted
worried that it was
Indy
just going to be
to
all,
every aspect
here
of
we
the
go
game.
again.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way
This to
around
me
the
like
environment.
feels like they've been trying to turn Indiana
can
Jones
use it as a
into a
distraction.
a serial of the week.
Oh, Oh, that's cool.
They're like,
yes,
he does a new adventure every week.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I don't know that there's a developer that would want to make Indiana Jones games forever, but
No, not at all. But I mean, I think that's kind of what they keep trying to angle for.
Discovery is so important.
They don't like that Harrison Ford is aging.
There are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional.
Yeah, like the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, the television show that nobody watched.
Epic traps. Small
but also wasn't starring Harrison Ford, by the way.
That blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about it is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery.
Yeah, it was not a bad show at all. It was an enjoyable show, and people were really excited about it. But did not star Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I gotta admit, the brawling looks cool. The whipping is kind of neat.
I trust Machine Games. I really do.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences
you do too, don't you,
with huge set pieces, surprising twists.
New Colossus was a little weird. Youngblood wasn't great.
We have been able to stay so true
there was like a kind of a fall off trajectory happening that didn't fill me with
still being able to showcase what makes us us.
So I was hoping to be delighted by this. I don't think.
Because at the heart of
I think maybe my reaction is dictated by having a preconception of what I hoped it would be, and it's kind of not that. But that's okay.
I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones
this was exactly what I thought it would be
coming later this year.
Maybe a little more gore.
I guess that's what's
Todd.
More soon.
There's Todd.
You see, Todd just stole the idol.
Like I see there's nothing in this that I couldn't have expected or predicted, which is, I guess I'm expecting a lot with that, especially with the known property.
We've only seen 10 minutes of gameplay, so there might be lots more that we haven't seen.
Good point.
Everybody loves Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know if that's true.
How do you make a fresh take on Indiana Jones? It's high adventure. You can do whatever you want. I guess people don't like that, though. People didn't like the aliens, crystal skulls and whatnot, so...
No, they did not.
There's a wealth of, like, World War II era pulp fantasy that you can dabble in. But yeah, I guess with Indiana Jones, that all has to be antiquity. It's not allowed to be science fiction-y. I don't know, some new Mayan bullshit?
I think that's what they're angling at.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's actually what they're doing, yeah.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
There you go.
You think Dial of Destiny is worse than Crystal Skull? I don't know. I haven't seen Crystal Skull. Well,
no.
You just watch it's
Dial of Destiny's better.
I honestly thought they were on par with each other, meaning both were not great.
Wow, you didn't like Dial of Destiny at all?
It was fine. It was fine. It felt a little more emotional than Crystal Skull did, but
yeah.
I thought there was a little more emotional weight behind it.
Man, I didn't know everyone agreed that Dial of Destiny was terrible.
A lot of people really hated it. It also didn't succeed. It made money, but it didn't make enough really to justify another Indiana Jones.
Well, it was also like ridiculously expensive, right?
Yeah, it cost a shitload of money. Yeah,
like 250 million or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 250 to 300 million. Yeah.
I can't tell anymore, man. I think pop media is rudderless.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It's all the exact same mushy pile of stuff, and it seems like it's just down to the individual whims of people in any given day. Okay, that's cool. Aura was refreshingly different.
What are you excited about the most? Which game excited you the most?
Avowed.
All right.
Avowed looked like the most video game. I wish that they had talked a little bit about character build or skills or how any of that works, but that's okay, I guess.
I'm absolutely with you on that one. Avowed I am the most excited about because I think there's the most potential.
Yeah. I feel like they showed the most gameplay in the most like extended sequences. More and more, and I don't know if this is just a me thing, but Indiana Jones again was worrying me because a lot of the clips were really fast. It was very, very edited. Now I get the realities of having to deal with like pre-release game footage and it doesn't run well and things aren't in place. But I get nervous. I get real nervous when trailers are cut very fast and just show like quick blips of stuff.
And it's funny because Lawrence and I we said this about Starfield, and everyone was like, "No, you guys are just being lame. Starfield's gonna be great." And we were like, "Guys, we never actually saw 3 or 4 minutes of back-to-back gameplay from Starfield."
Yeah,
and we didn't see that in this either. So, but I don't think that they ever meant this showcase to be that. I really do think it's just going to be Wolfenstein, but Indiana Jones. I really do. I don't think it'll be anything but that.
I hope so. I didn't get a lot of that, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be sold completely yet. There's I'm looking at it again, and it's like the acting is like even beyond, even for Indiana Jones, it's much. It's like it's getting to video game levels of too much, of like over emoting and constantly moving, and
thanks, Major.
It's getting to like having to entertain the baby's status, which I'm worried about. I'm worried
that's how they're gonna sell the game. Yeah, that's right.
I'm worried that Machine Games is altering their output to be more mass market because it's an Indiana Jones game, which is only going to make it more bland and uninteresting for me. But that's, I guess, me being pretentious.
You know what's interesting too? I think this is maybe speculation, but I think that's the way all of these Xbox games are going. So now that Xbox is like, I think they're literally turning the ship toward mass market.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's I guess there's no getting away from it. It's a big IP. You don't do a big IP game unless you want to appeal to a mass market, right? So,
right,
it is what it is. I guess I was just hoping that there'd be an indie game that had some like real brutal shit, real metal shit, or something.
No, I agree,
dude. It's just all the imagery from the movies regurgitated. I guess there's some stuff in there that's a little unique, but.
No, I completely agree with you, Lawrence. I wish that it had been incredibly gory. That would have been awesome.
Or even just in tone. It's pretty safe in tone all around.
Well, yeah, because we've never. I think that's Lucasfilm too.
Yeah,
Lucasfilm keeps everything down the line on that stuff because we don't see gore from Lucasfilm almost ever. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super hung up on the gore. It's just like. It just seemed really toothless in every respect. Yeah, but we don't really know what it's about. Even the interaction at the beginning, this dude is like, he's like comically villainous. He's not actually villainous.
Yeah.
I guess there's Big Man, who looks like a guy from Resident Evil.
They melted faces in the first. The melted faces in the first movie in Temple of Doom. Yeah, that's back in like the early 80s, guys.
Yeah.
Things have changed. Those movies made what, 200 million back then? Now they're making billions. So that's the way it goes.
Yep. Yeah, there's some magic lost. There's some magic lost in the like sanding the edges off of things to make them palatable for.
I completely agree with you, Lawrence. And I would love to see a more like edgy take on Indiana Jones. I would love that.
Yeah, I was just hoping for creative edginess, but yeah, it just seems like it's a game that's trying to give people what they want, which is retreading all the movies, which is weird because the other Indiana Jones games were a little more unique, right? Which means I'm getting way ahead of myself. There was that like, what was it? There was Crown of something on Xbox, and then there was a PC game before that.
I doubt they're going to sell as many copies as this one will.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. That's because point and click and all that other shit.
So I kind of like, there's definitely like a counter with the punching, and it looks like it's left hand, right hand with the triggers, which is kind of neat. Reminds me of, what was it? What was the Hobo beat 'em up game?
Hobo beat 'em up?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The Hobo beat 'em up game. You beat up hobos with pipes, and in the second game you scream at people until their heads explode. Pretty sick.
Are you talking about Postal? No.
Nah. Condemned. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the camera's kind of like bobbing a little bit. There's a little bit of that energy.
We're not going to get anything like that anywhere close to an Indiana Jones game. Never.
Sheesh.
Look, I think it'll be fun because it's Machine Games, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be some, breakthrough property. They're like, wow, I can't believe they made an Indiana Jones game like this. Like, no, it's just going to be Indiana Jones. And that's okay. If you love Indiana Jones, which a lot of people do, then they'll buy the game.
Yeah.
So.
I guess what bums me out is that that trailer does not look like a Machine Games game to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And all the things I like about Machine Games aren't present in any of this footage. This trailer looks like a game that could have been made by nearly anybody.
Maybe we were used to Machine Games making only Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
we saw that as their style, and now they're changing or something. I don't know. Again, I'm just trying to like think about other options, but I think you're probably right, Lawrence. I think this is going to be a 13-hour. That was fun. Like, I really think it's going to be like a cool. I don't think it's going to be like holy shit, this is the best single player game I've ever played. I don't think it's going to be that at all. So,
well, yeah, I connected because. I don't know if the team is still there, but Machine Games at least was founded by the same people who did like Escape from Butcher Bay and The Darkness. Those are games based on IP that are and were fucking awesome. And they took risks and were interesting and were video games. Yeah,
that's because they could.
That's
and they
depressing, man. Is that where we
Indiana
are?
Jones and Lucasfilm. Well, so think of it this way. Like, think of it from their aspect. Their Machine Games is like, man, we made these other cool games. They're great, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, we worked really hard on them. But then, holy fuck, Lucasfilm came to us and they want us to make an Indiana Jones game, and we're all getting $500,000 raises. Like, I'm in. That's what they're saying, of course, because they get to make an Indiana Jones game, and they're all getting paid a shitload of money.
I guess I assumed that they had the opportunity to do that before and said no. So I'm.
Oh, no way. no way did they ever they got Butcher Bay because no one gave a fuck about Riddick. So
it hurts to hear, but you're right.
But it's true. I mean, like, Riddick's not a franchise like Indiana Jones is. And again, I'm not saying that this is right. Like, that's not what we want. I'm just saying that that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
Unfortunately, because they could, like, there was one dude in charge of Riddick. So then they're like, we're going to do this crazy stuff with Butcher Bay. Is that okay? And they're like, who is this? We don't care. And now Lucasfilm has, 40 people over watching on Machine Games, making sure they don't fuck anything up. I don't know.
It doesn't look that good. Just technically. Indiana Jones visually doesn't look that good. His character model, which you'd think would be the highlight of everything, looks about 5 years old. Yeah. His video game teeth are kind of weird too. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's fine, but I mean, Machine Games worked with id Tech before, and id Tech I thought could do awesome. Way better than this. Way better.
Yeah, no. I agree.
It may also be like these are like in development assets, It looks like RoboCop Rogue City a little bit.
I didn't see the what was the release date for Indiana, or did they even give one for Indiana Jones?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't remember any of these dates. Let's see. It's like at the end.
Oh, it just said 2024, so that'll be the end of the year.
Okay. They wouldn't be showing this if it weren't there yet.
We're probably that'll probably be the end of this year. I wonder if maybe it'll get even pushed out of this year.
Like, most of these environments look pretty small. Actually, there's the part where like Indy's floating over the city, but I'm sure that's not a playable area. Most of the levels have like pretty defined hallways, or like interior spaces. There's this part where he's in a boat, but that's a cutscene, I think.
Yeah.
Some of the exteriors are pretty cool. The like lighting through the trees is nice.
I don't know. It also depends maybe on how attached you are to Indiana Jones. Because if you don't like Indiana Jones,
I mean, I thought I did. I didn't really feel anything.
I can take it or leave it. It's really weird. Like, I watch these movies and I'm always like, whatever. Like, I'm always like, that was a fun romp. But I don't care. Like, if somebody was like, we're never making another Indiana Jones movie, I'd be like, okay, like, whatever.
I don't know. Raiders and Crusade still get me. Like,
oh, they're great.
For different reasons. But
again, I'm not saying those are bad movies. They're awesome. But I don't need any more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. It'd be nice if there was some. Well, I guess maybe I don't want to know what it's about. That'd be nice to experience.
Lawrence, it's okay. It's okay if you are not super excited, but it's all right.
I wish I were though, Bruce. I love Machine Games, or I did, and I really don't like. What a tragedy. What a loss out of every developer. There's so many developers that can make generic shit. Don't ask Machine Games to do it. Damn. Well, anyway, I'm like obviously way ahead of. I haven't even played it yet, so I'll have to reserve my judgment.
It could be fun. We'll see.
He did hit that Nazi in the balls. That was pretty good.
He was punching a lot of Nazis in the head, and that's awesome. Love that.
There wasn't, you know what I expected, but wasn't there? The Indiana Jones punch sound. That psh. Where was that?
That's a good. We got the Wilhelm scream, but not the Indiana Jones punch.
Yeah, maybe they're still mixing it. I guess. Psh. Damn it. Okay.
All right.
Xbox Showcase. Cool. Good job, Xbox.
One down,
making the games.
40 to go this year or whatever.
Oh, showcases?
From Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo.
Yeah.
My gosh. We're going to get a ton of video games that don't come out this year. So.
What was your favorite, Bruce? Oh,
my favorite, I think, was probably also Avowed. Yeah, I do think Avowed has the most potential to be something that surprises me and is like really, really fun. So I know exactly what Indiana Jones is going to be. Exactly. I already know what it is. So it's going to be like they said it. It's going to be a roller coaster. And I know exactly what that is. And that's okay. But Avowed could be something that I'm like, wow, I could actually put 100 hours into this. Whereas Indiana Jones is like, I'm going to play it once and go, cool.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess like a roller coaster, it's best if you don't know every twist and turn before you get there. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna go
get some rest.
Fall asleep on the couch. Yeah,
get some rest.
Thanks, Bruce. I always love watching these with you. Appreciate your.
Thank you for rushing back. If people don't know, Lawrence was literally flying back just a few hours ago, so he just arrived and got online to make sure he streamed with me and his chat and my chat. So thank you, Lawrence.
Oh, thank you. I'll always show up for video games. Oh, they got a game
worked
award
very hard.
All right, until next time, Bruce. Always a pleasure.
All right, see you, buddy.